Demu jo ba se jo ye demu jana ba de ye jo ke demu jo ba se jo ye demu jana ba de ye jo ke in the west sunny in the west. Ina moge o. You be on a bonjago. You be on a bonjago. You're not going to put you in bed, you way. You're not going to put you in bed, you way. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ mọ́ mú. Nígbà tí dẹ́kun tí ń lò wú àkàkẹ́. Ìdámọ̀ máa kẹ́ mọ́ gé bù. Yẹ́nà ṣe fọ́ọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí fọ́ọ̀wé. Nígbà ṣe fọ́ọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí fọ́ọ̀wé ni ó wẹ̀. Nígbà tí dẹ́kun tí ń lè kà yí yẹ. Kẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ mú kébẹ̀ wọ́n mú o. Dẹ́mu tó gbà sílẹ̀ tó yẹ dẹ́mu jaraba kéje tó kẹ̀kẹ́ dẹ́mu tó gbà sílẹ̀ tó yẹ dẹ́mu jaraba kéje tó kẹ̀kẹ́ dẹ́mu tó gbà sílẹ̀ tó yẹ dẹ́mu jaraba kéje tó kẹ̀kẹ́ yẹta ìbẹ̀wẹ̀ sọ́ni kẹta káwé ìbá yẹ bẹ́sà kájà o ìbẹ̀wẹ̀ sọ́ni kẹta kó bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìbá yẹ ká ní nyinẹ̀ ìdáwó mọ́gẹ́ o.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say a big thank you to you for joining and welcome to another Saturday edition of the program Ashford, Garley Live on this beautiful Wednesday night as we come to you from Detroit, Michigan. Make no mistake and throw no joke on this one. This is yours truly, the giant that now you know me, Garley. It feels great to be back into my comfort zone. Right. Hey, welcome. You know, we just established a new chat room exclusively for British Radio Africa fans. So you will see the chat room around. As a matter of fact, I'm asking somebody to please share this video into the chat room so people can know that we're live on the radio and we're live to doing what we love to do. So the opportunity is all yours tonight as we welcome you to another exciting edition of the program Ashford Garley Live via BritishRadioAfrica.com. I know some of you love to multitask, so if for some reason you can't be on the social media, just go on your phone, type in www.BritishRadioAfrica.com, or better yet, we're also on YouTube. I want you to visit the YouTube page, type in British Radio Africa, and subscribe to our YouTube page as well. And the reason why we established this chat room is for you to come out with your ideas and how we can better improve the program. You see, we are open to constructive criticism. That's how you grow. You know, with my many years of my few decades into professional broadcasting, we were willing to take constructive criticism. You know, if you can't accept constructive criticism, then you are not supposed to be in a business that you love to do. And the reason why we love what we do, and the reason why we're still in this thing is because we were able to listen to people. When they criticized us, we didn't get angry. We took the criticism and turned it into success. And that's what we're still here today. So those in the British Radio Africa fans chat room, just see yourselves being at home. We love you, we appreciate you, and we want you to relax, make yourselves feel at home. You know, you have any suggestions for the political soccer game, something that maybe I did or said that didn't go down too well with you, you will be able to express it. And don't mind all the tough talking. I am a very humble guy. You know, I've had a few folks call me personally and say, my man, look, you said some things and you're doing something. I wish you would have done it a lot more differently. And I listen to them. And that's how it should be. Okay, I don't know everything. We are all learning in this process. You have to be humble to grow. But there are some people who just don't accept constructive criticism. And I am not in the boat with those people. Just see me as your brother, your friend, or young man that is relatable. When I do something that you don't like, please feel free to contact me. I've had people on this platform that have called me personally and said, Ashford, my man, I didn't like what you did. I didn't like what you said. I said, okay, how can we fix this? You know, and I think that's how it should be. You know, we should all see ourselves as Liberians. We love our country. We don't hate George Weah. But George Weah is doing things that are not fair. And we ought to speak out. We ought to call him out. Because if we don't do this, then we are not being fair to our country. So we're starting up with a song by Tikwa Nimle. And you're hearing the song in the background there. And the reason why I'm playing some of these old songs, some of you might not understand. I can't believe in this day and age, we are trying to promote our Liberian artists, but some of them are reporting us to the social media and say we have no copyrights to their songs. The last night, you know, I tried playing a song by CIC. The next thing I know, I get reported to the social media that I didn't have copyright to the song. But I personally brought Tikwa Nimle on stage when I worked at Bonja, when I emceed at the Sports Commission, at Hotel Africa, at EJ Raw, at the Executive Pavilion. I introduced Tikwa Nimle on stage. May his soul rest in peace. He died on the same day with Luther Vandross many years ago. So I believe that I can play his song, you know, take a few bars of this song, share the video, and folks, welcome home. Welcome to British Radio Africa and BritishRadioAfrica.com.
And the mama went with the Jango. In that papa ain't done the same boom bang. Papa ain't done the boom bang. Get you,
and the reason why we open the chat room for British Radio Africa fans is that some of you have talent. And all along, I have been trying to expose talent. Our Liberian brothers and sisters who have something to show. A few years ago, we went to Liberia and discovered some talent, and today they are working and making money. You know, so if you're in the British Radio Africa chat room, or if you're on this page and you feel that your calling is for the microphone, or you want to be some type of talk show host, I will provide training for you at no cost. And I am not boasting, but most of the talk show hosts that you see on social media today, they got some type of training or mentoring from me. I didn't ask them for pay. This is America is a capitalistic country. Nothing is for free. People charge consultancy fees and all that kind of stuff. But I have trained people. I have provided my professional expertise for them. I didn't ask them for anything because we're all Liberians. And I'm going to give the same opportunity to those on here who are the true fans of British Radio Africa, those who have some type of a little talent in them and they want to showcase the talent. You know, you can come up with a program proposal and say, you know what, I want to do this, and guess what? We're gonna work with you. Okay, we're gonna create a platform for you where you can come and broadcast. And guess what? The whole world right now, as we speak, we got 15 to 30,000 people watching or listening to us just on the internet alone on BridgeRadioAfrica.com. You know, we had about a little over 100 people watching right now via the Facebook, but this is not the main platform. The internet, people from all over the world, people from Iraq, people from Istanbul, you name it. Some of the countries I heard for the first time, they're watching. I don't know how to get these things, but they are all fans of BridgeRadioAfrica.com. And you will be surprised if you decide to make good use of your talent and expertise. These people, when you show up the places, they'll say, wow, you're the guy on Bridge Radio. And that kind of stuff. So we're not selfish. You know, why it is true that it's in human nature. Sometimes people will not come to tell you thank you for what you've done for them. Hey, but our calling is to keep helping, is to keep giving back to the people, is to keep teaching people how to do what we know what to do. And nothing gonna stop us from doing what we do in terms of our passion for the microphone, for the radio, and all that good stuff. In the meantime, we appreciate you. It is because of you some of us are here today. You know, those who took time out to go and visit the Cash App to chip out even $5 or $10. You have no idea how much we appreciate that. Because you will keep the internet on, the website will be functioning, and our local staff in Liberia, we just added a television director in Liberia. This young man spent money. He went to Cuba. He got his television degree. He's back in Liberia. He saw the platform. He said, listen, I want to be part of Bridge Radio. So we're going to be adding another component to Bridge Radio. It's not just, it's going to be Bridge Television, so that you can get first-hand information. And the reason, one of the reasons why we established the Bridge Radio Africa chat room is that when news break out in Liberia, you will be among the very first people to see the news. Having said that, let me take this time to say a big thank you to Kelvin Jose. Kelvin, you took time out last night and made a little contribution. 6 Koto Balayan, you took time last night and made a little contribution. Our friend and brother Emmanuel Dekula, you took time last night and made a little contribution. We appreciate you for what you've done and continue to do, not only because of us, but because you want us to come on here and speak to the Liberian people in fairness. Beatrice Wilson, we want to say a big thanks to you as well. Theo, and he just read Theo. Theo, we want to say thanks. We also like to say a big thanks to Pauline Maximo. We want to say a big thanks to you as well. And our friend and brother Sanford Roberts, we want to thank you. We can't thank you enough for what you've done and continue to do. We also like to say a big thanks to Letty Brooks Roberts. Thanks for your contribution. And Alberta Dauber, we also like to say a big thanks to you as well. I think my guy from Liberia is calling now. Okay, he just joined. And we also like to say a big thanks to our sister Sarah Putu Way. Miss Sarah Putu Way, want to say a big thanks to you for your contribution. Mr. James, Eric Marshall, thanks for your contribution as well. And we want to go further down the list. We see Mr. Darling Wawuk. Thank you so much. We can't express the excitement we feel when you take time out to visit your Cash App to do a little something for us. Ann Payne, our big sister Ann Payne in the state of Rhode Island. We love you, big sister. Thank you for what you've done and continue to do for BridgeRadioAfrica.com. Lama Shepard, we also want to say a big thanks to you as well. Mr. Jerome Jai, we want to say a big thanks to you. Terry Quiet, we want to say a big thanks to you as well. Dr. Mariah Seaton, we also want to say the big thanks to you. And Mr. Oluju Greer, Miss Alvin Pennon, Mrs. Madia Power Rogers, want to say the big thanks to you. Mrs. Beatrice Smith, want to say the big thanks to you as well. Our sister Edna Yates, want to say the big thanks to you. And to all of you who take time out every night to come on here. Let me see if I can visit the page right now and see who we have on here tonight. How can I forget Mr. Emmanuel Toll? And Mr. Emmanuel Toll is so proud because when I got the consultancy contract to establish a radio and television station in Liberia called Spoon TV and Spoon FM, Mr. Emmanuel Toll was one of the people that went to, and he and myself sat down together. We put proposal together. Mr. Emmanuel Toll is very instrumental when it comes to building or Liberian platforms. Some of these people you don't see them all the time in the public, but they are very instrumental. They mean well for Liberia. And Mr. Emmanuel Toll, I want to say the big thanks to you, and I want to say the big thanks to your wife for you taking time out to work with us. In establishing a Spoon TV and Spoon Network, and you don't know what you've done, Mr. Toll. But at the end of the day, when you go to the genesis of Spoon TV, Spoon Radio, your name will never be left out. Okay, so that's our big brother, Mr. Emmanuel Toll, and we also like to welcome Alberta Dobert, Matilda Williams, Lopu Zilka, and we also like to say welcome to our sister Patricia Peters. Patricia Peters is one of the no nonsense people. She would tell you straight up, say, Ashford, what you did the other night, it was not cool, and they would speak their mind. And this is what I'm talking about. When I misbehave or I did something that you didn't like, you speak out to me. And I'm not surprised for Patricia Peter because she's from the convent. They call them the Foxes, right? No, not the Foxes, the Friskies. The Friskies, Mr. Laman Shepherd, Terry Choir. Terry Choir, we call him, we talk all the time. And you say, look, big brother, let me tell you, the nonsense you're doing, this has got to stop. And that's what I'm talking about. Don't see somebody doing wrong and be quiet, because if you don't tell them, they don't know whether or not they're messing up. People don't even know that my younger sister Terry Choir and my people don't even know where the Alberta Double come from. We started working in the early 90s at Tinker's Village when they were waitresses. I was that DJ. I'm talking about 1991, 92, 92, 93, So there are some people on here that we come a long way. Mr. Othello Grisby. These are some of the people that take time out on a daily basis to call and say, my man, I enjoy the show, but next time I want you to do this the right way. And this is what the show business is all about. Miss Agnes Benson, who takes time out all the time to put up the cash app number, even though waiting for her to send something. Yeah, I don't know how long I will take for her to send something, but she'll always announce the cash app number. That's a good thing though. And I ain't mad at her. So and Jacob Daniels, I went to school with Jacob Daniels and all that. Papi Sylvia Coley, he's one of the bright minds when it comes to professional journalism. And Papi would need you to join Bridge Radio very soon, and all that good stuff. Evangeline Mamintar, Natalie Pritchard, and the rest of all of you great people. Josephine Kofa, Favor Harlan. I saw you in the group earlier today. I love your humor. The way you do things. I'm told she has roasted cassava and coconut tonight, 2 for $5. That's a good thing. And Abraham Ure is all the way in South Korea, but he's watching the show tonight. Mr. Sekou Kanen, a speedy recovery to you. Most of you have been wondering why you have not heard Sekou Kanen on the social media for a long time. The brother is not feeling well. I want you to please keep him in your prayer. And somebody on here tonight, and I want us to pray for our sister Marcia Allen. Marcia Allen is a beautiful young lady that is. I mean, she gave birth to her son many years ago, and she lost her both kidneys. Now, because we don't have a fitting dialysis machine in Liberia, this lady has been trying going from one country to another. She's in Nairobi, Kenya right now on dialysis, and she been struggling with finances to help her. You can see her, but she puts smile on her face every day. She doesn't allow her illness to bring her down. Miss Marcia Allen, and when I was in Liberia a few years ago, when I served as the CEO for LRB24, we have raised some money for her, but she still needs some help, and I think this is what we should be doing. Sometimes we have to do away with the negativity, but we have to, hold these people feet to the fire. Those who claim that they love Liberia, the moment it takes power, they start to do something a lot more differently. Mrs. Edith Garley Clinton. A lot of you don't even know that Edith Garley is my blood sister from 1 mile, 1 part, but she's in the state of Maryland. She's on here tonight. On regards to your husband and the rest of the family, Edith, I love you. And one of the people that keeps me going to is Miss Hawa Mesker. I love this woman stance on advocacy. She takes time. Sometimes she gets emotional because she can't find solutions for most of the things, horrible things that are happening to our brothers and sisters. And people claim to love the country, but they sit down and don't even say anything. How I have traveled to Liberia on several occasions, and the way she carries herself. Sometimes when she goes to Liberia, she doesn't even appear as if she's from America. She likes to hang out with the common people. And Hawaii has a platform. We're going to give her or even bigger attraction in terms of outreach. So British Radio will be offering Hawaii Mesker so that we can carry her program not only via the social media, but on the internet as well. Somebody just answered our prayer. And just send us some money. And I want to see if I can recognize them right away. Abby Binder just bless us through cash. I want to appreciate you, and we hope that others can emulate a good example. It's one thing to come on and just start begging for stuff. But it's another thing to start start an initiative and say, what, this will be better for the Liberian people. Now, the chat room that was established today, you will have the opportunity to get breaking news firsthand from Liberia. Anything that Habiba years or Bob Bowler years, and we just added a television director, a young man who was trained in Cuba. Yeah, I mean, he's waiting to join the campaign in Liberia. This is a good thing, and all we're asking for is internet connectivity. If you have an old iPhone that you no longer need, ask for my address. I can send my address to you. You won't believe that iPhone would do a lot in Liberia. Just those little things. If you say, listen, I don't have cash today, but I can go to Best Buy and buy a tripod that can hold up the phone, a little camera that can hold up the phone, a microphone. It's not about the money though. Just give the guys the tools for them to work. The people are anxiously waiting to work. They just need opportunity. And every once in a while, just throw the money doesn't even have to come to British Radio. Ask them for the number, put $10, $20 on their phone so they can be able to get online. Speaking of getting online, I want to take this time to welcome Mr. Habiba Clinton to the show. Habiba, good evening, good morning from your end. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Ashford. Good evening, everyone.
Well, I know you are professionally trained as a journalist, but you were sitting down and wanted to practice your craft. And then when you heard about British Radio, you say, you know what? I could make this place my home. Tell us about the excitement you feel right now in being part of British Radio.
Well, from the onset, I I decided to join in this institution, this medium. But what came to my mind was everything from the beginning. You know, we got to start from somewhere. Later, I've heard that this initiative, just controlled by the single man, radio is costly, okay, and doing everything on his own. Another day that uh, well, the institution has always been on and making sure that things happen, and there have been no, cry here and there that I don't have this, I don't have that. Even as much that it's not much, but a little. You make this Starbucks impressive, and that's what actually you've been doing. And I love working with you, and I love you give the passion to each and every one, especially for those who have the passion to work as a journalist. In Liberia, journalism is not a payable institution or field, but you must always have in mind that whenever you want to do something, put yourself into it. Feel that you enjoy what you're doing, and once you get to do those things, you will see your style shining up, and you'll get to be very innovative. Some greater things will come sometimes. Maybe you're going to do something, and at the end of the day, when you sit alone, you say, hey, am I the one that doing this? I always used to be very active on the electronic media, go on the microphone, talk, cast news. We're not really, evolving to this print media thing. Well, I can tell you now that at least, I got in some, push up by you, more especially a courageous statement. And at least we're doing something. So I must always commend you and keep commending you for your work.
My people, they say Prophet Key can dance, oh. I think we should organize a dance competition between the Prophet Key and Sekou Kane. Who do you think gonna win? What, Mr. Clinton, bring us up to speed as to what is going on in Liberia. We need to know first-hand information from you. You are on the grounds in Liberia, even though with the opportunity for having the social media, but there are some things that we don't see, and you are on the grounds in Liberia. So bring us up to speed, Mr. Clinton, Habiba Clinton.
Let's go straight to this gasoline issue. In as much that we're still facing major problem. Gasoline having to be the hot cake now. As I'm speaking, people still in the street. I got a gas station around my community. Gasoline come around by 9 o'clock in the evening. People wait for it to get theirs and get commercial activities for the next day. That's actually been what's happening at this moment. But what now is a surprise is that information. I was called by my colleague, who is Mario Declare, is a manager for a community radio station in Kakata, that there's a stage protest by motorcyclists. Because if we can experience some of those, hectic problems in Monrovia itself, one more about the leeward counties. So gasoline issue is a serious problem. So we'll wait and going to be following up. The protest will be held, and the protest will be against the shortage of gasoline. In that same vein, right in Kakata, a lady, a 42-year-old lady, killed the stepchild. And what predicated upon that was why this little child refused to pray. Usually in the evening, according to the story, the people go for devotion. So this child had not really been active in devotion. But what really led to her being very angry, to beating on this child until the child, died, had been a major concern of many. So the person as I'm speaking, she's in the hand of the Liberia National Police, precisely in Kakata, Maigibi.
Wow. And we want to pray for the family. What else is in the news?
Oh, well, the issue of the German national who was killed by unknown gunmen, the search of those who have been involved in that murdering case been continuing. I think we talk about a man being arrested in Banga, Bonkani. Um, Yesterday, as we speak, another man has been arrested in the Bukana, seemingly involved in the same thing. So the police are on the rampage. I mean, the police officers are on the rampage to do everything they can to get some of those perpetrators on book. So those are the major things that from the onset that I see. Despite there have been condemnations about the president's State of the Nation address from the collaborating political parties and other concerned civil group. That has just been it for now.
Okay. There's our boy, the Habiba Clinton, making his presence known tonight on British Radio Africa.com. And very shortly, folks, we're going to bring you the national anthems for both countries. The national anthem for Liberia and the national anthem for Society Ills. But in the meantime, we have to do some housekeeping around here. Miss Hawab Meshka just mentioned, if you haven't registered your business, be careful because the Liberia National Police is heading your way. And she's saying they're not going to accept any bribe this time. But how are we sure that they're not going to accept bribe when we know how the Liberian National Police can operate anyway? George Ware is not paying them, so you know they have got to assess some type of bribe for them to survive. You know, Mika, yeah. It's okay, you know, okay, dance, and I just asked a question about the dance competition between Prophet Key and Sigrid Kenneth, and a lot of folks are saying, including Mackenzie Connor Sonnet. She's saying Prophet Key will win. Did you see Prophet Key dancing? And another sister here say Prophet Key will also win, and Jacob Daniels is saying Prophet Key will win. Josephine Hammond is also saying that Prophet Key will win. But you haven't seen Sigrid Kenneth dancing. How can you just assume that Prophet Key will win? You know, this is crazy, you know. And Lopu Zika, Zika the same, we'll see who all can play. And tonight, Mr. Setua is on yet. Salamatu Kanan is also here as well. And folks, I'm telling you, would quickly see how best we can bring you the national anthem for both countries that will start the political soccer game. In the meantime, folks, make no mistake and throw no joke in this world. This is the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. That's why they call him the giant that now you know me, Garley. Let's play football.
Let people come here nuts. Let the people that shut them more. When they tell you what you say, they go. And you see that guy living up, that's why because he not get no job. Telling people how she had enough. But no log at more. All the trust and the force and the critics. The only thing we see that wretches, they just talking how the China plenty. Then I work on a lawyer were bringing for 250 for iron. So to Vita can you go pepper soup. The gas fire away and money coat. What? Proper.
And that's the national anthem for societal ills. Let us now take a listen to the national anthem of the Republic of Liberia. And that's the national anthem for the Republic of Liberia. And Habiba, they're asking you whether you have gas in your car today, because last night we were looking for you. What really happened last night, Habiba?
You know, actually, from our side, we have some connection problem. As I speak, sometimes you find out that the audio will not come clear to me, and you find out that the voice will be, shivering. So last night I have a little problem, like I was just explaining to you an hour ago. It has something to do with the internet, especially when you were dealing with this orange thing. So I had some other problem, destruction in my breakthrough. So I just decided, I said, but let me just leave the whole thing like that, and I did not really appear on the show. Yeah, and I received Sis Letty missed call. I mean, she tried calling me, but I could not get her. Later this morning, I started to receive it. 2 times she called me, but she couldn't get me. Yeah.
So tonight you were all set, and you were lock and load, and we are going to do what we have to do for the Liberian people tonight, correct?
Surely, I'm standing back.
But what is news about Yeke Koluba trying to join CDC? You know, man, I wanted to talk to Yeke Koluba himself. You know, I called him quite a few times today that I didn't get hold of him, and then when he called, I was in the middle of something, and he left a message that, Big Brother, when you have the time, call me back. Until short time that I didn't have the chance to talk to him. Is there some type of hoax that's going around that Yeke Koluba wants to join the CDC? You know, Yeke Koluba and George Ray can't see eye to eye. So I will be shocked if he does that. What do you know so far?
Yeah, that's information have not really been confirmed. I've been saying, let me use the word citizen journalism. Sometimes they feel you, listeners and other people living in the various communities, feel you with information, but you as a journalist, or maybe you on a talk show, you need to go beyond there and authenticate, or you know that what of this information is true. I saw that on Facebook, and talking about Yeke is going back to CDC because of the lack of support. But quite frankly, Yeke is known for, being vocal. And he's not somebody who always just say things under the carpet. So we have not got any reliable official information for Yeke yet as it relates to this particular news that just buffering all around here. But we wait, because tomorrow we will get to know the here and tail of this particular information and whether it is true. Because if it is true, it could surprise many people. Why would he be looking for means of how to go to CDC and they got other political parties? And he being one of those who I think attached himself with the ANC. All right, and why would he be going to CDC? So that would be the biggest question. But I've not gotten any clarity as it relates to his turn over to the CDC. We'll wait to see that tomorrow. Yeah.
Again, that's the voice of our correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Habiba Clinton, who also like to say a big thanks to our technical director, Mr. Bob Bowley. So we have Habiba Clinton in Liberia as our correspondent, who also have Mr. Bob Bowley as our technical director, and then Mr. Israel Duncan will be our television director. So big things are happening and in the shortest time, and 2020 means a lot for British Radio and British Television. Again, we are planning to do our official launch for British Radio. So most of you on here, please see yourselves as being home, because earlier in the chat room today, people were suggesting that we name British Radio the British Television t-shirts. You were asking for hats. You were also asking for mugs and toothpaste and all and the whole 9 yards. But you are going to be the same one to help us out in this regard. In the meantime, folks, very shortly, you are going to hear the lineups for both countries. There is the lineup for societal ills, and of course the lineup for the Liberian national team. Take a listen to a few bars of this song. The next voice here will be Maine, and this time we'll be bringing you the lineups.
Yeah. Let me tell you, we are so the boy you so yeah. Y'all boy more than boy more than chicken boy more than the one I have me more by the all boy more than yeah.
And we're here in Marcia, Ghost and Doma. She said the national anthem now for fun. Basama J said, what? anthem was that again? And how American said, this is so therapeutic.
Yeah, man. But not only been on this answer. The president is going to be eating your thing and the president eating it. Inside like that.
And folks, please join me as we say congratulations to the elder James Bly. He celebrates his birthday today. Congratulations, James Bly. And let us show hope that you live to see many, many more birthdays to come. Folks, we are all set now for the introduction of the both teams. Oh, man. On dit que c'est long qui a personne derrière. Adjamé, Makuri Zone 4, Yopougon Croix Rouge, à Boboté, Makuri Zone 4. And this time we're going to do it the other way around. They'll first announce the Liberian national team first this time. We have Bombing, Bomb Pounded, Grand Jitty, Grand Crew, and every time they call Grand Crew, then you see Gorilla Foster Child. You also see Leprosy Babon. You see the Greedy Hunter himself, George Ware. And you see the Mayton TJ, Aboche, the Godfather, the Ray Hill Lisa Godfather. And you also see the speaker, Buffer Chimmets. So when you call Grand Crew, everybody just standing up. Everybody wants to be and part of the Grand Crew team, the Grand Crew player to get on the back of the player of the Grand Crew. They won't have Lufa County, Mark Gibby, Sando, Grand Kidmouth, Grand Bassa County, Monserrato. And for the first time, I have not seen the people of Nima so angry. You know, Nima Kante was very instrumental in making George Weah president. And folks, for the Minister of Youth and Sports, the man who look at you got a problem. Whether he's looking at you, you don't know whether he's looking at you or looking at somebody else. This criminal who stole the Bassa people money from New Jersey, run away and went to Liberia, Zoka Wilson. He is the one now calling our decent brothers and sisters from Nima County hooligans. You see how ungrateful these people are, including the President George Weah. And what the people did was not anything strange. With my youth days growing up, we seen teams walking off the field. The fact that was cheating on the field. Why they making it seem like that's only big? Get a Liberia country. You know Liberia country look like I can get it a good country. They won't find people $1,500 now. You know, you're suspending people for 2 years and all that kind of nonsense. And now you're blaming Henry Costa. You said that Henry Costa told Nima Kante to move from the field. The boy where you're in America going to school, what Henry Costa got to do with Nima Kante a player walking off the field? You're lying on the board and said that Henry Costa to the field to walk off the field. What kind of nonsense is this? We'll also see Maryland, Bakpolo, River G, and River Sis. For society, it was the player plenty. Corruption, statutory rape, dictatorship, lies, hooligans, human rights abuse, wasteful spending, bribery. Shake your mouth and squeeze your face, aka Jumping Deer, aka Kiko Dry Gin, aka King Juice. That shake your mouth and squeeze your face. You know when you drink hard liquor, you just shake your mouth and you squeeze your face, right? That's why the other player name is called Shake Your Mouth and Squeeze Your Face. Then we'll also have Wish Hunt, Boyo, False Promises, Tribalism, Bush School, nepotism, hard time, unemployment, insecurity, aka border wide open, $5 to cross the border, $10 to cross the border, $15 to cross the border, and then no one can win because George Weah can't pay the border security. My name will put me down. Let's play football. Then we'll have sex for passing grades. selective justice. You do justice to Paul, but you don't get justice to Joseph. They will also have abuse of power. And abuse of power is a very important struggle in this game. When you go out of the country and get money, you know, George, we are talking about he got grants from other parts, other countries. You know, you bring the money to Liberia. Nobody hears about it, but you come at your annual message and say you receive grant from this country and that country. Now the people are questioning him. Mr. President, how come we are hearing this for the first time? And George, we are instructed Samuel to a person and said, listen, when I go out there, even though I will tell the people that I want money for Liberia, but when I bring that money, my money, I love my money, so that money belongs in my house. You don't have to carry that money to the central bank. Then I mean saying no. That George, we are party, the party they call CTC. All of you people heard it. Moluba Molu said it. He said when the man go out of the country and get money, bring the money home. He said keep the money to my house. Don't carry it to the central bank. That my own self hustle. That the kind of man you call president. Retaliation. Please give me more time to steal. George, we ask you, you're gonna get him small chance. You're gonna get him chance. More chance to steal? People say, hey man, why you against the president that did for? Listen, George Weah came to power without love for the country and started to steal. That the kind of man you want us to be happy with? He just entered here third year, and he talking about all he talks about is roles, building roles, and all that kind of stuff. And I want to commend our little brother Henry Costa. The boy does a whole lot of research, you know, and that's why they can't stand the young man. While some of us sleeping because we're getting up there in age now, they boy we go and get up in the middle of the night and research. Henry Costa said the thing here before, way back. He said all the roads George we are building, you know, when he built a road, then he getting money in return. He getting money back. That's why he's so focused about roads. Because if you build 1 mile of road, Ellie used to charge $1 million according to Costa. But now George we are charging $1,600,000. So he taking $600,000 off the bat. So he built yeah. When he built 10 miles away, you know how money he getting? That's why George Weah can't get broke. George Weah can't lie to you that he reduced his salary. Well, you can't reduce the total. You can't reduce 25% of the total budget. What you gotta say, you're reducing the 25% of your salary. You know, this is just not fair to Liberian people, and that's why they can't stand us. Some of us here in the diaspora because our eye open. You know, some of our smaller brother then who have never traveled before. That then they get food in and soon. Joe, we are ready to fire. We are ready to fire. Oh, we are ready to fire. You leading party. Why you want fire now? So we have Monkey Web Baboon Draw. You see, George Weah is the type of person when he needs you, he will call upon you. George Weah needed Joey Howard Taylor at the time to win the election because he never won over 25% of the total vote in Liberia. But he got everything he needed now. He got the NPP vote, and later on, he does not need Joey Howard Taylor anymore. And this boy who is called the Minister of Public Works, hey, maybe some of y'all are small by the town, but I know this Peking. This boy used to be office boy at Moravia City Corporation. You remember what Daniel Johnson was the mayor of City Hall? Mabudu Yimba was office boy. He used to carry a letter from office to office. That he now is the Public Works Minister. And because I want to vice president, you know, yeah, anything that shakes from the way we look at that, so that her boyfriend now, you know, and he became, because she fought hard for him. George Weah actually wanted to appoint John Uboti as the Public Works Minister. Listen, man, I was in Liberia, so don't even go there to question that. George Weah wanted to appoint John Uboti as the Minister of Public Works, but Joey Howard came and said, "Oh, my dear buddy, they married my boyfriend. Then you got to put him in there." So they put Mabudu Yupan there because Mabudu Yupan is from the southeast. And when Joe Weah said they chat to the man there, he sat on the pure, ransack my home. They said, "Okay, we're together." And Mabudu Yupan is saying that she must say we're not on good terms. So do anything you gotta do, to get her out. Mabudu Yimpa was senator. Was Senator Sando. You'll be surprised what that boy did. The kind of money he stole. Go see the compound Mabudu Yimpa built in Gardnersville. But you see, you know what greed does? Sometimes when you're not in power, then you become a beggar. Now most of the ex-government officials are beggars. Some of them are dead. Because if you treat Liberia like a Hopo Joe, at the end of the day, you'll pay the price. And very shortly, folks, we also have unemployment. Drunker, aka Von Von. Borrowing initiative. We are Bola. Between me and you, two men secret, they're not secret. Hypocrisy, me, myself, and I. George Weah wants everything for himself. Sycophancy, murder, statutory rapist, retaliation, insurrection, suppression, provocation. J.R. Prochet. This money child now. Stop now. You might not be coming approaching to get in now. Because yes, when you're saying, hey, ever since I sent your friend request, you don't reply me yet. You want to use the British Radio Africa child when I start approaching to get in. So when they marry a big girl, you'll lead the pure chat room. You're sending love talk, then all the in the personal email boxes and things. You'll stop it. J.R. Prochet. Death Squad, Incompetent 14, Shake from the waist below, Sex for job, Mattress on the back, Hang my curtain. I want equal, they ain't want us. Downstairs Open Tea, aka Prophet Key. Thread on the needle, Presidential brown envelope, Johnny Tier bot. Wait your turn. The librarian say, wait for your time. The ball is in the middle of the field, folks. The ball comes to Opion King Kong. Opion King Kong looks around, Biso episode of the term. The ball comes to Cialis on the Viagra. Viagra to Beta Cola. Beta Cola to Papa Dream Mama Happy. Papa Dream to Mama Happy to Koshiako. Koshiako to Gorilla Foster Child. Gorilla Foster Child looks around, Biso and put to the team. The ball comes to Leposi Baboon. Leposi Baboon to Large to. I don't let the read from the teleprompter. I don't let the read from the telephone to sex trafficking, onto wasteful spending, the book on the police brutality, onto money laundering to borrowing initiative, onto where musician be something to the provocation for the book on the Von, aka Drunker. Drunker looks around to unemployment. Unemployment is moving deep in the field. The boy comes to a hard time to shake from the waist below, to shake into a ministry. Looks around to drugs abuse to we are Bola back to between me and you. The boy comes to hypocrisy. Hypocrisy looks around to me, myself, and I, onto sycophancy to murder to statutory rape. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The boy have been taken away in my Bon County. Bon County to River G to Grand G. Grand G looks around to Grand Crew. Grand Crew is moving deep in the heart of the field. The ball comes to Lofa County. Lofa County looks around to Magibi to Sando to Grand Cape Mall. Grand Cape Mall peace from and puts it to the timber. What happened to the leg at our rip in Grand Cape Mall? We never hear anything about this. Vanny Sherman, you are at Senior Senator of the Grand Cape Mall County. The small leg at our rip in Grand Cape Mall County. What happened to her? Vanny Sherman, please answer all. The ball comes to Monserrato. Monserrato peace from puts it to the timber. 630 young people were raped in Monserrato. What happened? What happened to them? What happened in Monserrato County? The ball comes to Maryland to Backwood to River G, onto River says looks around back to Lofa County. Lofa County looks around. You call yourself Senator, Senior Senator of Lofa County. They bank, the Echo Bank in Lofa County is shut down now. No medical supply, no hospital. What happened in Lofa County? It's in Lofa County part of Liberia. Grand Gila County looks around the Grand Crew to Bong to Bombe looks around to Grand Cape Mall to Sando to Monserrato peace from run. Modified lose the ball to D-Hole cover hole to Shaking Timber Ministry. They get a call Shaking Timber Ministry. I want to get a call Shadow Rabozo in Minnesota there. She said God call her to shake table, and when she shaking to what there are too much things she can do. She doesn't want to call me. The signal you get, all she'll talk about it. But the people say she's Saka. I don't know whether she's Saka or she Larry. My name, but you put me down. Back to the field of play, the ball on the budget shot for. Budget shot for to borrow initiative, the ball on the police brutality, the Gorilla Foster Child to Leposi Babom to Koshiako to Papa Dream Mama Happy. Papa Dream Mama Happy, be something to the team, the ball on the payment where you got the Solicitor General in Liberia, they call Serena Cephas. You remember the men that used to sing? You not like to walk here, but you like to eat. Pay me we are song. And this guy used to distance himself from your own pa. Your pa like you pa. Now because a man Christian and then you want to take yourself from behind from a man. Oh, I know that man. Oh. The man power from Tottenham Town. Pay me we are used to sing. You not like to walk here, but you like to eat. Pay me we are. They used to call him bullshit up. That's Serena Cephas pa. And the reason why Serena said he was mad at pa because he said pa win him man. And you know when pa win him man, then he talking 12 years before he started walking and talking. That's why when you see Serena Cephas, you put your head in front before you put your foot there. And he got angry at pa. He said pa win him man. That's why it was slow for him to talk and it was slow for him to start walking. And then we see the cheerleading squad. I need the list. I need the list for Societal Ills girls. The list. I need a list because Joe, we already got his list here. You see Josephine Davis, aka Ray Hair Lizard, aka Shopping Spree. In this day and age, y'all remember Skin Success? The guys are using Skin Success. Oh. You come to America, you see all the cream that you use it. That Skin Success, you still using Skin Success cream. The one Josephine Davis still using now. And these people then, you know, back then they serial again, they were harder. Even when they get pregnant for you and born baby, they were harder. Look at my data Cooper. You get Cooper knee, then you all want to play say my brave part of Joe we are. My brave part of Joe we are. Joe and my brave part. He got Jackie appear. Saint Jackie appear in the pregnant the blood Thomas appear. What kind of crewman they call appear in Liberia? Thomas appear now that Liberian man now. You saw him play for Grand Crew. Then you got the cooker, Jamal Wodokoli, or Young Bob Benipa, you can't finish. You know, these are all the cheerleading squad. They are the cheerleading squad for George Real. Hey, man, and this one will surprise you. The other one saw Deaf Door. She came back for her to tell God thank you. Then she talking. Muna Youngblood, a.k.a. Ungrateful Cobra, a.k.a. Kwara, a.k.a. Kwaya, a.k.a. Water Bird. So many people need deliverance, you know. You can't just be talking a day. My one in Diggs, they can't be helped for foreign minister in that Joey travel package now. Yeah. If everyone there are, you know, if everyone used to go out, the guy called what they got in chartered defense minister, man. Daniel Che. Yeah. You know, one of the things that attract me to a woman, you gotta have fine toes. But when your toes uncles are turned off, some people know they get ugly toe, then they let her wear open toe shoes. When I see that one, I'll just say free healthy body. Titi Jipo, Estelle Liberty, Princess Tuclod, Nima the piercing power, you know, we all know that she let the sin says, but then because she let the sin say and she get power, so she'll bring all the fun get in. When she bring 3 or 4 fun get in, then she and Joe we are the other than they start playing tate together in the room. Tate picking here, then they play that away, all that kind of thing. Mabuna car, Mama Sikaba. Then you have Dino Nemo. Dino Nemo is called ice cream. Oh, Joe, I love to lick some ice cream. I'm telling you, folks. Then you got Lydia Sherman, Abigail Wisse, Polito, Kaote, Week, Wawe, Wayo, Wawa, and all of that. Then you see Joan Nancy Cassell. Then Noah Finabono that George we are over there bag. You know, that's the first person George Weah see when he gets up. George Weah sees her face in the morning when he gets up, and George Weah sees her back when he goes to bed. Noah Finabono, she is the main chick in charge right now. You are going to be called the main chick in charge when you're brave enough to slap the first lady. Don't got Emma Glasgow, Safwa Milgrave. Someone they get it there. We can't even do nothing good that Joey I want a girlfriend now. What kind of thing we see today with the man has some people? What kind of man would just feel that he the only person that can function from the waist below? Cloud Weah. Look, before George Weah became president, you know George Weah has some money, but he became broke. So one time we went to Staten Island. Back then, Joey had finished losing all the money now. You shake Cloud Weah hand. Get a construction worker. Then when she maybe say she touch your shoulder or touch your back, get that same paper that today now they say the on top of thing. Then Joy Howard, you saw Joy Howard tell her face? Who forced her to go there? At the annual message. To the yesterday she resigned. I know Joy Howard can't resign. She's a strong woman. She was hanging there. She was hanging there. She not resigned. These are the cheering squad. You know. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to shake your mouth and squeeze your face. Shake your mouth and squeeze your face to monkey web baboon draw. The ball comes to witch hunt. Witch hunt to suppression. Suppression looks around to J. Approche. J. Approche to D hole cover hole. The ball comes to our equal they ain't want us. Our equal then want a small girl. The ball comes to border wide open. $5 to cross the border. $10 to cross the border. The ball comes to sex from the waist. Sex for job to shake from the waist below. The ball comes to mattress on the back. Money in the hand back the ground to hang my curtain. Hang my curtain to our equal ain't want us. Downstairs open tea, aka Prophet Key. You gotta be a different human being when you get open tea downstairs. And all men Prophet Key and they say Prophet Key and dance like that. We're still trying to see the competition between Prophet Key and Sickle Connect. The dance competition. Who's gonna win? Back to the field of play. The ball counter, Bong counter. Bong counter looks around to Bong. Bong to Bombing. Bombing to Grand Jita counter. Grand Jita counter looks around to Grand Crew. Grand Crew to Lofa. Lofa to Margibi. Margibi to Sino. Sino beats home and puts it for the timber. The ball has been intercepted quickly there by D-Ho cover hole. D-Ho cover hole doesn't make it. The ball comes to Grand Bassa counter. Grand Bassa counter to Matsurado. Matsurado looks around to Maryland. Maryland to Nima. Nima is still pissed off. Nima is saying this year in October, if and only if we have election, they will send a message to George Weah. And then in 2023, you suspend the coach for Nima for 2 years, and he will be reinstated in 2023. And that will be very fresh on the minds of the people of Nima County. And same with the team manager. You suspend him for 2 years, and you fine him $1,500. 2 years later, it will be 2023. It will still be fresh on the mind. The people of Nima will send a message to this board, George Weah. And the people of Bong County and the people of Lofa will also send a message, because it is impossible now for George Weah to select Joy Howard Taylor as his running mate in 2023. So let's see where he will win the election here. The 2x4 roads then he building just to steal money and continue to put money in his pocket. He think that it there. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to Maryland County. Maryland County to Bapudu to River G on to River Says. River said Lucy the ball to retaliation onto insurrection. Insurrection to statutory rapist. Statutory rapist looks around to me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I to witch hunt. Witch hunt to provocation. The ball count to monkey web baboon draw. Monkey web baboon draw to Boyo. Boyo to country look alike. Labrador is not even considered the country anymore. Labrador is considered now the country look alike. Country look at beast one put the ball count to border wide open, $5 to cross the border, $10 to cross the border. The ball count to racketeering. Racketeering looks around to the fugitive. The fugitive to Blood Miller. Blood Miller back to racketeering to J. Approche. J. Approche looks around to Death Squad. Death Squad to incompetent 14. The ball count to shake from the waist below. Shake from the waist below to sex for job onto mattress on the back. Mattress on the back to shake your mouth and squeeze your face. Shake your mouth and squeeze your face to hang my curtain. Hang my curtain to our equal. They ain't want us. Our equal. They ain't want us to downstairs open tea. Downstairs open to thread on the needle onto presidential brown envelope. Presidential brown envelope to Johnny Chebo. Johnny Chebo to look around to wait for your turn. They in the rear where they say wait your turn. But to wait for your time. Wait for your time. Looks around. Piece on to the ball come back to no. He loses the ball now to Bombing County. Bombing County to the Grand Bassa to the Grand Cape Mark County to Sando to Mark keep it on to Lofa the Grand Crew. Grand Crew looks around the Grand Jita base on to the table to the Nima County. Nima County to the Mirror Light on the Backwood to the River G on to River Says. River Says the Grand Jita to Bong County to the Bombing. Bombing looks around, beats on put to the timber, he loses the ball to D-Hole cover hole. D-Hole cover hole to Bradbury to sex for passing grades. Sex for passing grades to Johnny Tierbo. Johnny Tierbo to presidential brown envelope. Presidential brown envelope to thread on the needle. Thread on the needle to downstairs open tea onto our equal. They ain't want us. The ball come to hang my curtain onto my dress on the back to sex for job. Sex for job looks around to shake from the waist below onto incompetent 14. Incoming 14 to Death Squad. Death Squad looks around to J. Approche onto the fugitive. The fugitive looks around the border wide open. 5 that across the border. George, I can't pay here, people. The border security now, they see y'all bring the drugs in the country. Bring anything you want, bring. The president can't pay, also will pay. I said because all from they got the E2. So bring all the drugs you want. To country look alike. Country look out to Boyo. Boyo looks around to Market Web Baboon Draw. Market Web Baboon Draw to wish on to provocation onto suppression. Suppression to insurrection onto retaliation. The ball counter statutory rapists to the murder. Murder to secret offensive onto me, myself, and out to hypocrisy. Hypocrisy looks around to 2 men secret that are secret. The ball counter we Ebola. We Ebola looks around to drugs abuse onto shaking table ministry onto hard time to unemployment onto drunk or aka Von. Von looks around to we harmonization to butcher short for onto police brutality. The ball counter borrowing initiative looks around to money laundering to police brutality. The ball counter wasteful spending looks around. Will he make it? No, he doesn't make it. The ball comes to leprosy baboon to lies looks around to I don't like the teleprompter because I can't read well. Then I don't know the teleprompter go to Gorilla foster child to Koshiako onto Besuruku looks around to Kumojumoku onto Kukatono. Kukatono looks around to provide dream of man happy. Provide dream of man happy sends a far down to Cialis on the Viagra to Bitter Cola to Wetty Black Hat to Opium King Kong. Opium King Kong look around to D-Ho Cover Hole. D-Ho Cover Hole looks around to I like my business private. And they listen to me. Grown men, you 50-year-old, you 53-year-old. The men that I can tell you say I let my business private that is seeing one going around and discussing women. No, sex news and not news no more. The mean men as soon as me get tell you say I let my business private. I let my business, and so you leave the room. Then they go, my man, she just come from my room. She just come from inside my room. Grown men that you think sex news that news. The same way you know where the woman, how the woman know about you too. So what are you talking about? I let my business private. They love to say I let my business private, but at the same time, sooner or later when they start discussing, then the men then can discuss with a woman in this day and age. Check. I let my business private to pay me we are back to I let my business private. I let my business private to ungrateful cobra to corruption to where he making back to corruption to I let my business private. I let my business private looks around when he making no he doesn't. The ball comes back to no he loses the ball to bombing. Bombing to bomb to ground the ground crew. Be careful to jail push it down. I can they sound they're pushing now. And about that the beat me. I don't let too many people to know my business, man. I let my business private. But at the same one there, I mean, Cyril, J.O., Mirror, J.O., yeah, I get it. Just a small train. Wow, what train all do? But with the people and you coming all around, I let my business private. And so then they get me all over the place. In some instance, you're showing they get picture around. What kind of nonsense is this? Shit. The ball comes to Magibi to Sando to ground, keep Macaulay, ground keep Macaulay to the ground, bounce out onto Monserrato. Monserrato looks around to Nima to Maryland on the Bapudu to the Grand Jita the Grand Crew. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to our equal, they ain't want us. Our ego, they ain't want us looks around. Will he make it? No, he doesn't make it. The ball comes to the fugitive. The fugitive looks around to control look alike. Control look out to Boyo. Boyo looks around. These one put to the timid. The ball comes to wish on to retaliation onto statutory rapists. Statutory to murder. Murder. These one put to the timid. The ball comes to statutory rapists again onto insurrection. Back to statutory rapists. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. These one put to the timid. He's moving deep in out of the field. This could be throwing the bucket. We are Buddha onto drugs abuse onto shaking table ministry. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to hard time to unemployment to Von, aka drunkard, Von to butcher shopper, onto body brutality, to money laundering, back to body brutality. He's moving deep in the head of the view. The ball comes to sex for passing grade, onto sex trafficking, to sex for passing grade, to money laundering. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be trouble. The ball comes to unemployment to hard time back to unemployment. Goal number 1 for societal ills. Habiba, you were watching that game. And how do you make up the play? The in-swing call there from hard time to unemployment for the cutting racer for societal ill, my brother. How do you say to that thing?
It was indeed fantastic. And I'm being carried about the stylish play, you know. A highly dramatic tonight. I'm witnessing the show between the society ill and the LeBron national team. players, they may feel there. The Liberia national team have to do something about that because the guys are very stylish.
Wow. One goal to societal ills and nothing to Liberia. And folks, I'm telling you, that's how we come to the end of the first half. And at the halftime break right now, folks, I'm telling you, we're going to go back to Habiba Clinton. Habiba, we are at the half right now. And we're also going to take time out. I don't know what happened to Letty Brooks Rabbits. Is she on?
I tried getting her. I don't know why. I'm not, even on Messenger, I'm not getting her yet. I don't know why.
Okay. Now, we are going to try to do our best to read some of the comments here tonight because this is, and again, we're asking, Letty Brooks is volunteering. They're asking for a volunteer that can read out the comments, So if you're interested, just make that note in the chat room. And then somebody will get to you. Maybe watching this saying, oh my God, my car is out of gas on Tottenham Boulevard. Dang, I am not getting on those long Weabolic lines. Aha, they call it the Weabolic line that the joy we have created those lines. Or I think for the creativity, maybe watching that the same one that introduced the new player called Shake Your Muff and Squeeze Your Face. She's here too. There's a lot of creative people in the chat room, Habiba. What do you think?
I was not really following up. Was of late when I got to Messenger. I saw the chat room open. When I clicked, I saw the room very busy. Yes, I said, but then what's going on? So for me to I just saw people say Hawaii and other people. I said, wow, it's very competitive and people get busy, and I begin to want to connect my colleagues. Want to be part of the Bridge Radio Africa fan chat room. I think it's okay and make people Gary and also make people to know about what's going on.
Okay, then we have Howard is saying you got the brown paper bag players on there too. Yeah, that's the presidential brown envelope, Howard, and Evangeline Mamita is asking for Classic D. Johnny Table. Oh, that Classic D they call Johnny Table. I beg you, Evangeline. That really don't make him try. In fact, in trouble, say, I'll put him in a place. Other than scared of me, I'll put it in a place. I beg here. Then Musu Snyder is saying country look alike. Country look alike. Labra is not a country, Musu. Labra is just a country look alike. We try, to make Labra seem like a country, but it is just not happening, Then, because you have a president who tells the managing director of the National Port Authority, you remember, Habiba, I don't know if you followed the story. The managing director of the National Port Authority was on OK FM, and he said he raised $5 million in profit from the NPA, National Port Authority. What did he do with the money? It was not reflected in the budget, but he took the money to George Ware. Now you need. Go ahead.
You get me? Yeah, I just trying to annex what you are saying. Even down to the LRA, they always saying that they reach their budget generation, and but the way money is being used and this money that you're talking about reaching your target. As we speak, the budget. The budget for 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, it's lower. And then why will you be blaspheming the people that you're reaching your target? Then where the money going? Where the money going?
But who are they really deceiving? Are they deceiving themselves or deceiving the Liberian people? Because the thing is, you need to pay the APM terminal to do the dredging of the port, and now we can't get money, and that's why the ships, bigger vessels are at the port now. They can't come in because you need to dredge the port, and now they are saying it is not going to be possible for the dredging of the port until March.
I think this deep hole and cover hole issue has led to this government, being on the defensive. Sometimes you're on the defensive, you want to put up things that people will not understand what was unfolding in government. The gasoline issue, let me just say that for the past 3 days, there have been a meeting between the Commerce Ministry, the National Port Authority, and the LPRC management. They all been, giving information that had not been no substantive, information that is not good for the consumption of the public. On last week, they said the issue of gasoline is in the country, and it's just a matter of other people in the street who are selling in jerry can are the one that creating the problem, and just to create the misleading information. Just today, the commerce minister realized that information they have gathered are not really being substantive. It is the belief that there have been no gasoline in the country. But you said there's gasoline in the country. Then why not coming now to tell the people that gasoline will be arriving in the country tomorrow? So you see, so some of these things are not. They'd rather know that what's unfolding, but they know how some of the money that we're talking about tonight, how the money is being misappropriated. They are aware of that, but just to come and mislead the people that have been going on. So the issue of gasoline, they are saying now no gasoline in the country, but you came out earlier, you said that there have been gasoline in the country. They have been, shaping the blame on petty sellers. Why this should happen?
And Habiba, I don't think you're gonna complain for internet again, because some of the people down here now they're not only donating one time, they're donating 2 times now. We would like to recognize Beatrice Wilson. I want to thank you for your reappearance, and Mr. Emmanuel Dekula. We also want to say a big thanks to you as well. And I'm telling you, the people are just coming back. And Abby Binder, I want to say a big thanks to you. Kelvin Zeze, Koto Balayan. We also want to say a big thanks to you. We want to say a big thanks to Theo. We want to say a big thanks to Pauline Maximo. And these people are saying that, every little way they drive on the evening when I have $50 there, when I turn that out, any nobody can put a fire. Mr. Sinful Roberts, and you'll be surprised, what the little change can do for British Radio Africa, and Letty Brooks Roberts. We also want to say a big thank you to you, Musu Doba, aka Alberta, the double this on here. I want to thank all of you for what you've done and continue to do. Sarah Way is on here as well, contributing. And let us move down the line. I see Edna Yates. Edna just want to say the big thing. These people are just coming back in for the second time. I see Mr. James Eric Marshall, Mr. Darling Warwood, N Penn is also on yet as well. Lamont Shepard, MP is back for the second time again. Want to appreciate you. Jerome Jai is also back for the second time. Some people don't want us to call the name because some people the husband then with CDC. So when you call the name, then they get vexed. Terry Choir is on here. Dr. Mariah Seaton. We'll have educated people then left. Dr. Mariah Seaton, the MP, and then I don't know how do we sit down to allow this boy to become president of Liberia. Mr. Olu Greer, Mr. Alvin Pennon. Alvin Pennon is the CEO for Vision for Success, and he's here on numerous occasions, giving us a little something. Our sister Madia Power Rogers is also on here on multiple occasions in giving us something as well. Our big sister and friend Beatrice Smith, want to say a big thank you to all of you and who have contributed. Those who haven't visited the Cash App here, I know it will take some time, but you will go there to do something for British Radio Africa. And Habibat, bring us up to speed in terms of some of the local commodities. What the prices look like for gasoline, chicken feet, moment and all that kind of moment and always and jacket. And so bring us up to speed as it concerns some of the local commodities in Liberia.
Yeah, well, with this issue of chicken feet, people buy that sometime 2 or 3, 5 years ago, 3 for 10. Things like chicken feet They are all worn long trousers. If you can get $50 for 3, you can get that. You know, for $10 material have gone to 50. Then the snap of oil, right? People used to get that here at rare oil. You get that at about 25, but now you get that for 50. All right, and the chicken soup, things like chicken soup, you're selling one chicken soup for $10. And it used to be like that. A razor blade is $10 for one.
Wow.
So you see, oh yeah, one razor blade, you get that for $10. If you cannot put it, you would not get it. Plastic bag is $10.
What?
Yeah. So thing is not just I don't really know, and we are not going in front. We're not progressing. We have. Thing is so tense as I'm speaking. It's not the issue of coming up or maybe you want to criticize government but the reality on the ground. So except for those who are not being seen it or maybe they see it, they ignore it.
So they say this time they say when car mistakenly hit the issue, in no time the issue has disappeared. The last time we saw 2 people in a keke for the all issue. So issue in all when jacket now.
Oh, issue. That's one thing. Yeah, we talk about issue. A lot of people talk about issue.
well, folks, for those of you who don't know what issue means, that dog meat. Look, when car mistakenly hits your dog in Liberia, just forget it. You will see people fighting over that dog because somebody will eat good. Somebody will eat good.
Issue that hot cake. Then you used to go maybe you want to buy an issue, you go to the Buse Quarter.
Yeah.
Right? But this time around, it has been a very good business, and you can go any other area you get it. You go to the red light, you go to Cinco, they got somewhere around the 12th Street. And that's another ideal area where big people go to buy and drink. While they're drinking their live, wine and eating the dog and something like that. So issue that hot cake.
But now we're hearing now that gasoline, for 1 gallon, is in some areas is $1,200 or $1,500. But in the president's annual message, he said the price of gasoline has dropped. Is he out of touch or what?
But the head is not talking the truth. Then the able lieutenants are not talking the truth. And there's a saying that any country that should be healthy democratically, the state must be able to tell its people the truth. That's the only way you get a healthy democracy. But misleading people is not a good thing. All right. And the information about gasoline, the prices of gasoline, you go to the various filling centers, are not the same. All right. Like this SP gas station, you will come and buy a gallon of gas for $800. And those who going maybe inside Dutpo Road or maybe along the road somewhere, the Coca-Cola factory, that's where you're going to be seeing some of those prices like 1,002, 1,000, 1,003, 4, 5, something like that. So it's not really stable. What more about you leaving from Monrovia to Kakata, Totota, Banga? So I think from the onset I said that there will be a stage of protest by motorcyclists because they are not being treated well according to them. All right. So can you imagine if gasoline, a gallon of gasoline is sold for 1,002 or 5 here? They want more about Kakata.
Wow.
So it's not easy.
So those who the pimping riders now, they plan to do a protest tomorrow. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes. At the principal street of Kakata, and they are going to converge there. They are according to the story early in the morning. They want to call the attention of the government, express their dissatisfaction. They are not going there to burn tires and other things, but they're going to be there to call the attention that the issue of gasoline. But
Habiba, how sure as some of us who come from the diaspora and go to Liberia, how sure that we haven't eaten issue? Because I remember long before we traveled, especially during the 1996 war, during the April 6 war, I used to work for the Kiss FM radio. and it was hard to find meat. But every now and then the old man used to call GB. But then we're eating meat only to find out that we're eating issue. So how sure are some of the people like that how I mentioned just mentioned? She was there 7 months ago, and perhaps maybe she probably ate issue, you know? And that's a real talk.
For example, especially for those who said they can't eat issue. If you live
but
from
1996, I know where the meat came from, but why it was real, whether I issue, whether I ain't issue, why I ate in 1998 and 1996, you know, when they had the GB, were eating meat, but they said there was no meat in time. If there was issue, then the issue was sweet.
But the thing of issue is not like, unlike those days, it used to be hitting. But now people think it's not hitting. People sell it publicly and people buy it and eat it. But like those days, you see it in the corner and, you know, somewhere where people get, you know, alcohol to drink, and you'll find people going there with it in the buckets. When people got it on their heads, passing around a Garley village, you know, especially the capital city, you see people with issue on their heads. One of these days, I'm gonna clip and send some of the pictures to you so you will get to know what I'm talking about.
What? I say issue then all wearing iron jacket. I'm fun though.
Oh yes.
And now issue and all getting expensive in Liberia now. You will actually see people fighting over issue when car mistakenly hit issue. And don't leave your issue outside at night. When issue disappear, you know in somebody's stomach. They say issue sweeper. They say issue sweeper can't be.
Issue that high cake. So you get your late issue somewhere lively. You need to take care of it. Maybe when you go inside, you take it and carry inside with you. Or maybe let it be there in the push, or maybe somewhere you got an iron door, close it.
Now, what are you also hearing about Baby Ugu? Baby Ugu, Agino Beta, and King Juice? Because the new name for King Juice now is say shake your mouth and squeeze your face. You know, when the thing is very high and enter your body, you just shake your mouth it, then you squeeze it. If you look at King Juice soccer them, like Eugene Fangon them, every time they taking King Juice, they just shake them mouth and squeeze their faces. So what? I mean, how is shake your mouth and squeeze your face coming on now?
Oh, shake your mouth and squeeze your face is $50 a snap.
$50 Liberian a snap.
Yeah.
Wow.
People they were sold for $75, but now all of those guys are going up. You sell 200 and 175. Madingo Beta, you sell it now, you grind that for 300. All right. So for alcohol, that based on the tariff, you know, things started going up bit during the Ellen's regime, but they are getting worse now.
Wow. Okay, I think the referee is calling us back now for the second and final portion of the game. We want to say a big thank you. Stay put. Don't go anywhere. We don't know what happened to our Lady Brooks tonight. Now, folks, you know, I don't like to catch people off guard. So if you're interested in reading the comments, I would prefer the female. Please let us know ahead of time. Go to the chat room and express your desire to read the comments. Our sister Letty Brooks did extremely well over the last couple of nights, and tonight she had to go to the Bible studies. So let us know, and then we can walk you through as to how to get it done, so that we don't take it back. Because some of the food, then a lady called me today and said, you know what, I bought $40 rest bread because I wanted to contribute $25 to Bridge Radio. My $40 bread, nobody talking about my bread, and my bread ain't not spoiling. So we'll need somebody to help us out, because they think that joke is not joke. The father will sit down here and make the thing look easy behind the microphone. This is a serious job. So for some of you who just think that we sit down and you're talking nonsense, this is not an easy task. So and we need help, and that's how we established a group, a Bridge Radio Africa chat room. So if you're interested in doing something, let us know. We will give you our Skype option so that you can be able to connect with us. And Leonard Kermit is saying the best thing to eat when you enter LRB is fish. or seafood. They say don't mess around cow meat because you might end up eating issue. But who cares? You know, we have a president who treat in our country that they try. If I go out get hungry, why I can't eat issue? And they don't all that bad thing. They stole my dog a few months ago. Yeah, your man Lord bless son Robert talking about they stole his dog a few months ago. And don't leave your dog if you ready get dog and you let your pet, you leave it outside, you on your own. And Jacob down there is saying, I will be in Liberia Sunday. You guys are scaring me. Don't get scared, my brother. That the whole nine. Do you hook up a hole? See the party done you gonna buy, you know? and then Howard Metzger is saying she just found out that neighbor last year that GB stuff was good people. Oh wow. So now I didn't get to know who faced to tell them. You know, you don't want to, so you gotta be very careful this time. And I will take the brothers advice. They say when you go to Liberia, eat fish, eat seafood, but then don't if you eat fish, don't eat bukao. Yeah, call it tilapia. Yeah, because I know growing up with that tilapia thing that the same people eating and tilapia. I think that the issues are better than tilapia because you go Jaratan, there no toilet, that people still go or Duro and do them too, and so that is there. Well, we're back on the field of play, folks. The ball comes to Drunker, aka Von. Von looks around to unemployment to Hartan to Shaking Table Ministry to Drugs Abuse to Weabola to between me and you, two men secret that secret. The ball comes to J Approach look around me and Lemontine Private. That the guy is the one who would account off front and tell you say I let my business private. Be careful with them, because the next thing you know you need all over the damn place. Guys are irresponsible, man. Don't see them in fine clothes and looking good. They are so childish. To them, sex news are big news. They carry your name all around the place. Then when they come near you, they smelling good, they looking good. In fact, men is all be too fancy. Men is not supposed to be too fine. You know, just be halfway. Because when men get too fine, now out of 10 something wrong with you. You know, maybe you like your friend man. Because what kind of man would be facing an eyebrow? You get eyebrow pencil, you ain't well footing on the same eyebrow pencil. Then that you man there now, you know, you taking 2 hours to dress, your wife taking 2 hours to dress. Then what kind of thing is this? Man is not supposed to be too fine. You know, some women they love rough men. You have you questioned the fact that you see the very ugly looking man and the woman just getting herself behind the man. That man. Because on a fine man there, you can't in the room, so you think about it, turn about too. They think on the other man, they're not thinking on you. So some of you who left very fine men, then you gotta be very careful. Men are supposed to be too fine. Be in the middle. Because this time when you see a woman with a very ugly man, you don't know how that man can perform in bed. So don't come here and be talking about, oh yeah, my man looking good. That your men are looking fine like that. You spend 2 hours in front of the mirror. He spent 3 hours in front of the mirror. Somebody else is behind that man. Let me tell you now, if you don't know. Back to sex for passing grade. Sex for passing grade to bribery. Bribery to wait for your time. The real what they say, wait your turn. Wait your turn. Looks around to Johnny Table. Johnny Table looks around to presidential brown envelope. Presidential brown envelope looks around, beats on put to the timber, the boy comes to thread on the needle downstairs, open tea. Downstairs, open tea to our equal, they ain't want us. Our equal, they ain't want on to hang my curtain to my dress on the back onto sex for job. Sex for job to shake from the waist below. Shake from the waist below to incompetent 14. Incompetent 14 to death squad to J approche. So when you come with finish, you know the woman started say marry. The woman started say in a relationship. Then you on there, and the kind of men who are very brave. Soon as Sunday get their friend request, the next thing, whether at 2 o'clock in the morning, they want video chat. The woman started say she married. The woman started say she in a relationship. Why will you be calling now to video chat with her? What thing you got to talk? And some of them, they're calling 3 o'clock in the morning and the women that do the same thing too. So they're saying, because when you send me friend requests now, I think you're enjoying the show and everything, you want to be a fan of Bridge Radio. Then they want video chat 3 o'clock in the morning. That means you want to see having sex now. And when you calling me 3 o'clock in the morning, why we gotta talk? You know? Yeah, that thing is just crazy. The ball comes to the fugitive. The fugitive looks around. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. The ball comes to border wide open. Border wide open, looks around. He double shovel. He beats swap man. Border wide come open to country. Look left back to border wide open. $5 to cross the border. $10 to cross the border because George Weah is so irresponsible. He can't pay his people. I mean, I've never seen that kind of irresponsibility before of a president. That body people doing that. They say send the boat people giving us hard time. But in fact, Joe Weah and Joe Weah get a master's degree. The man has a master's degree, but he can't even read at a 3rd grade level. What kind of trouble we see so? What kind of communication George Weah will have with the other Christian president getting in America called Donald Trump? What thing they will talk? Tell me, like, y'all react also. They man y'all gave us for president, y'all killed also. And George Weah, Jeff, he did well after he gave that speech. That nonsense he are repeating from 2018, January 22nd. He did well. Because he said the same old things. Don't look at the eloquence of my speech. You will not be a spectator in your own economy. You were just repeating stuff. I will tackle corruption. You will tackle corruption, criminal like you, number 1 criminal in the whole country. That you will tackle corruption. George Weah, are you serious? What did we do to deserve this? The people say George Weah was rich, but he had $87 million. But this man, he was senator in Liberia. His house on Nam Street was leaking. The roof was leaking. You know, he established the King Lodge, the King Lodge on Nam Street. They broke everything the man put his hand into the collapse. The man established King Lodge, it collapsed. He established the old school nightclub on 97. We and George Weah sat together. It was George Weah, Edwin Snow, Ashford, Garley, Jamal Woodacoli, the twin brother from Cameroon, AP&Co. We all sat down. Some of you just getting to know George Weah. We sat down, we drank on the same table together. You know, I know some of you. Now that people that Akara's great and the Opium King Kong that are claiming to be something today because of George Weah. No, the only difference the man had an international contract, but we're hustling and we're doing some legal hustle. We got off the radio and did some honest hustle, and we could hang out with the boys back then. I know some of you don't even know AP&Co. AP&Co, the twin brother that sang the Lone Star Player for George Weah. You know? But this boy squandered his money. Then he opened a clothing store on Benson and Randall Streets that what the boy name? Adrian Mario Hoff was running. It went down the drain. Then he established the Junior Professional. Also went down the drain. Nothing the boy will put a hand in with their fruit. You take a whole country and put it in the clown hand and say and take it. So all the man knows what to do is just steal. And now he's stealing. One would have thought George Weah would today, instead of trying to lie to the people, say you've been in Redemption Hospital or the 14 Medical Hospital, what would it take to bring JFK up to speed? You heard the lady last week on the show talking about our JFK, how deplorable JFK looks. You think our sister Marcia Allen will be in Nairobi, Kenya? Marcia said when she went to Nairobi, Kenya the first time, a doctor was there, and the doctor said they used to come to Liberia at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital for training purposes. That was a research hospital in the entire West Africa. Back then, West, East, South Africa, people used to come to JFK. Liberia man ain't how to be certified. The people ain't got no light. They ain't got water to drink. The water some of you people use to flush your toilet, a by cleaner than the water the people drink in Liberia. You know? But this man came and he had just become all about himself. And we are here sitting down. Some of the stupidicians are saying the man is doing well. Oh yeah, I hear the clown called Mabudu Yimpa talking about we coming start on the Ralphie rule next month and blah blah and blah. It's okay to expand the roads, but don't steal five and give one. That's not what we're talking about. You want to talk about real change, and then you're stealing from the same people that you think that you claim to love. People come to America or come to a civilized country. They be asked. Look how many Akawas girl asking me the other day. Oh, Ashford. So let can go in America, eh? Let can go here, say, eh? Because they ain't used to that kind of thing. Look, and you remember, listen, Lapu, the thing we used to do way back when Corin come with yeah, Corin, yeah. They still doing it in Liberia. I was shocked. When Corin come in Liberia, everybody yeah. So I've been here 20 years now. So I went by the library. I said, what happened? They said, Lekan. I said, what? In this day and age, Corin will come and we say, yeah. When Corin go in the country, you know that the people owe you an apology. In fact, before Corin go, they will make an announcement. They say between Susan and Sister Corin will go. When water go, they tell you between Susan and water will go. They'll tell you because they don't do, we can sue them. Now, if you don't get lead in America, or you don't get water in America, then you can't pay your bill. But as long as you pay your bill, you get it. I'm telling you.
Since December the 25th.
Say that again.
Year. Since December the 25th last year.
Yeah.
We the whole Jubo Road Junction area is totally in darkness.
Wow.
The transformer was blown up, and they are now replaced that transformer. It just left everything in a suspend mood. Nobody cares. The entire area is always just dark in the night.
And it's not that the people. It's not that the people don't have money. The people have money to pay for the light, but it is just not available.
And they're talking about revenue generation. This stuff. You don't know how to put things into place to expand your revenue. All right.
Wow.
Just there to continue to
Joshua is only concerned about shaking from the waist below. Back to the field of play. The ball comes to shake from the waist below onto sex for job to mattress on the back. Mattress on the back to hang my curtain to desk squad to J appreciate onto feature. The feature that looks around to control look alike to Boyo back to Monkey Babun draw. Monkey Babun draw to border wide open. Border wide open back to shake from the waist below. Onto Johnny Tierbo. Johnny Tierbo looks around, beats on foot of the ultimate. The ball comes to sex for passing grade onto Johnny Tierbo. Johnny Tierbo the Bradbury. Drugs appeal of the Weabola looks around to between me and you. Two men secret and not secret. Onto hypocrisy to me, myself, and I. Onto secrecy, onto murder. Murder looks around to statutory rapist. Statutory retaliation onto insurrection. Insurrection to me. I let my business private. Looks around. I be something to the team. The book I want you can anyone else to buy to. I let my business private. Big picking there. President is so childish. Soon as with somebody carry the person near around. I think the person there. Then you president now. Bring the stupid man with BBR for me. See that president for you. Big Peking. The book on the police brutality. Police brutality looks around to wasteful spending. Wasteful spending looks around to sex trafficking. Sex trafficking looks around to money laundering. Money laundering looks around to borrowing initiative on the weaponization. On the Weabola. Weabola looks around to stupidation. Stupidation to bunch of shortfall on the drunker. Drunker aka Vavon onto unemployment onto hard time on the chicken table ministry. You know, sometimes I want to question whether they shadow our guest is something wrong with her. Oh yeah, coming. You know, signaling up for one person, but for you to come and just start talking to them, and she claimed to be a journalist. They shadow our guest. She's going just putting people business out there. The person get HIV, the person get AIDS, and blah blah blah. There are certain things that we can't even talk. You know, we sort of talking. Then you say the Bible people now, the people who preach the gospel, and they went in church class. What kind of trouble we see some people? Mark Zuckerberg, they think they're people misusing it, my name. The bug on the payment we are looking into ungrateful cobra to corruption based on positive determined. The bug on the D-Hokawaho to Opion King Kong to Weti Blaha looks around to Ciala on the Viagra, to Beta Cola to shake him off and squeeze her face. Shake him off, squeeze her to provide drink, Mama Happy. Look at the Koshiako on the Suruku looks around to Komojumaku on the Cookatono to Gorilla Foster Child. Gorilla Foster Child looked around to let us say Baboon. The same way Samuel 12 Oakley, that the same way he wicked. Level say Babon Bison put it to me the boy count to provide dream one happen onto Koshiako. Koshiako to lies. Love to level say Babon onto. I don't like to read from the teleprompter. Yeah, because you just dull, they call it back. I mean, the president is so greedy. George Weah is so damn greedy and corrupt. Look, George Weah will go down in history as one of the worst things that ever happened to our country. This man came to power. You know what they call George Weah the greedy hunter? Because he got a deer on his back, the fallen tongue on his side, then the small little squirrel that on the ground, he can't live with somebody else. He wants everything for himself. This is a man who said in 2005 that the country needed light and water. You are president, entering your third year. We still don't have light. We don't have water. But you claim to love Liberia. The book on the sex trafficking. Sex trafficking looked onto Gorilla foster child. Onto wasteful spending to police brutality. Police brutality looks around to money laundering. Money laundering to put the borrowing initiative onto way monetization, onto butcher shortfall. Butcher shortfall looks around to Von, aka Drunker. Von looks around, he beats someone, he double shovels, he beats the second back to Von to unemployment back to Von, onto shake your mouth and shake and squeeze your face. Shake your mouth and squeeze your face back to Von looks around to hard time to shaking table ministry, onto drugs abuse to Weabola looks around to between me and you. Two men secret, they're not secret. Be very careful with the period. And I would say this is just between me and you. But the same one, they're telling you right now today that it's between me and you, but they're telling 4 other people that it's between me and you. Be very careful with them. And anybody come to you and say between me, just be quiet. Just be the listener. Don't say anything. And in my professional career as a journalist, it is against our ethic to secretly recall people. It's not good. Don't do that. If you're in a habit, you got to desist from that. You know, when you secretly recall people and then later on play, you know what that say? How do you sleep at night? How do you really sleep at night? So, listen, I've always tried to be a little balance, you know, because I would not lie on you. If I have a conversation with you, I don't have to record you. I would say, listen, we had a conversation and this is what she or he said. But to record you, I don't know what will be going through your mind when you recording somebody unknown to them. Then you worse than killing somebody because the person is confiding in you and you take your time to press record to record them. Do you know that this guy who is a representative in Liberia, he recorded his friends? In 2016, when I served as the CEO for LRB24, this guy recorded his friends, where Ellen Johnson Sirleaf gave each of those representatives 10,000, some of them 20,000, to remove Ellis Tyler as speaker. And he brought the recording to me. And you know, I mean, Ellen was messing up. And we had to expose those people that took money, that took bribe to remove Ellis Tyler as speaker. And you see people, I ate the money. Yeah, you know, now what time to chop. And they were on, Edwin Snowden, they were on tip. 10,000 a year, 20,000 a year. And this guy recorded his friends and gave it to the media. So in Liberia, the people are so evil to each other. It's like everybody stepping down on everybody just to reap the benefit or to get the attention of the president, of the higher up. And that's the kind of country we find ourselves in. My people, only God can save us. Only God can save our country. We don't know what we're in now. I mean, that's just wickedness to the core. Somebody is telling you something in confidence, and you're recording the person. I said there are other men here they call Emmanuel de Gula. He left to visit the cash hour. He left the cash hour that he played all. I said today he the only person that visited the cash at 3 different times. My people, you see, he believes in the cause of what we're doing for you people. I said, my man, Habiba, Like, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We'd like to commend them.
I say,
to upkeep the station.
I say when Eloise say the cash out ringing, she be hitting the leg button. You know, yeah. But she know that it's in here. She know that in here. I gotta share it in here with when you got down there, you gotta stay on. And then soon I get off the radio when I clean upstairs. She said, "My man, how much you made tonight?" I said, "Look how trouble eh? That thing for brief radio. Hey, that your corruption thing there. The way your full out Congo people then you salute say so. I think you and Ellen Johnson said that you're from the same area. So I clean the stair. I said, baby, then so they think I talking now the cash out rigging. Then she not gonna be actual again, oh, baby. You want to eat something? You. I mean, I'm gonna warm your food. Yeah. Then the friendship there now. There you go. The book on the retaliation based on the book on the statutory rapist, statutory to murder based on the book on to me myself and I to I don't let people to know my business. Big men then they come in and say I don't let people to know my business. I let my team private. The garden would also they let a team private. Those are the main ones then that be discussing the woman. Yeah, I let my team private, and as soon you leave the room, the closed door. Then I take picture now. Mama, need you, yo. The same man I was saying, I let my business private. Oh, the cash I ring Jenna again. I said, yeah, the Jenna easy. Here. I said, so I call the man in my Digola. The man I do something again. I said, Habiba, it's not easy to know. Oh, wow. Yeah, the man when ain't yet a sound Jenna with every time you hear that money hitting the table, that crrrr, it mean that cash out.
Yeah,
that cash out.
Yeah, I heard it.
You heard it, right? They married the color guy. Yeah. They said the man here, George. I saw him talk about George. You're saying money. Yo. The welcome to Drunker, aka Vonvon. Vonvon looks around to unemployment, onto hard time to shaking to ministry to drugs abuse, onto Ebola to between me and you, two men secret, they're not secret. The welcome to hypocrisy to me, myself, and art, onto sequence, the welcome to murder to statutory rapists. The welcome to corruption to ungrateful cobra. Ungrateful cobra to pay me where to I let my business private to D-Ho cover hold to Opion King Kong to Wetty Blaha to Cialis on the Viagra to Beta Cola to Papa Dream Mama Happy to shake your mouth and squeeze your face. Squeeze your mouth if you shake your mouth and squeeze your face to Koshiako onto Kukatono to Besuruku onto Komujumoku to Gorilla Foster Child to Lesso Babu onto lies to D-Ho cover hold to sex trafficking onto wasteful spending. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. Mr. Richard Dix, welcome to the show. The welcome to Bunk County, Bunk to Bombing. Bombing looks around. To Grand Jita, the Grand Crew, the Lofa County, Big Suman, put to the Timid, the boy count to Magibi to Sando County, on to Grand Kipmouth to Grand Bassa to Monserrado County. Oh man, the boy count to Maryland to Nima County is saying in October they will send a message to George where Nima County is saying you suspend our people 2 years, but I'm telling you in 2023 you will see who born dog. Babu will ready to Vacola. And ending the thing for George Weah, for George to cheat. Eh? Yeah. Oh, Habiba.
Damio.
Oh, that you? Hey, my people, Shinaka.
Don't leave it.
Shinaka. Oh, Shinaka. But ain't Leo, you gotta do something. Habiba. Oh, Letitia. Oh, Habiba. I couldn't Habiba.
Oh God.
The woman went rogue on us. Now she not come back. Yeah. My people. But you know what? I know you're. Listen, let me tell you the thing. Letty, let me tell you. Today I got complained. The people said that they brought food on the field, and we never announced the food ended up spoiling because these are people that had contribution to make towards the program. So I beg you, just do. I know it's late. It's almost time for all to go. Just do small thing. I beg you, yeah.
Yeah, but what is selling? So I don't see nothing on the feed yet tonight.
No, they said you. They said some people got pepper toboggy with a snail. Some people got cornbread. You know, you sure you see nothing in the field tonight? They got plenty in the field. They got plenty in the field. Sure you see nothing in the field?
No. I only saw palm wine and hot pepper color. No, that case meal in on the I get 6, and I also saw some. I saw some meat pie, and I saw some hot pepper soup. So GB is also I get 3.
Stanley say he got milk in it. Stanley. He said he got milk in it.
Oh, Stanley got milk in it. Yeah, okay. Milk candy is here as well. Thank you. Anybody? I didn't see Celia yet tonight with her Hennessy. I didn't see that.
I see that get she on Hennessy been there.
Yeah, I think she finished because it was on the rise because everybody was breaking down the other day. The frustration when I eat it.
Okay, just hold tight. Let me go back to the feed. Just hold tight. The ball count to bombing to bong count, bombing to bong to Grand Jita. Grand Jita looks around to Grand Crew counter. The ball count to Lofa counter. Lofa to Makibi. Makibi loses the ball to Bola wide open. Bola wide open to unemployment to hard time to nepotism to Bushku. Bushku looks around to tribalism onto false promises to Boyo to witch hunt. Witch hunt to shake your mouth and squeeze your face. Shake your mouth and squeeze your face. Be some to the table to hard time to unemployment, onto insecurity, aka border wide open, $5 to cross the border, $10 to cross the border, $15 to cross the border, and then no one can win. To sex for passing grade. Sex for passing grade looks around selective justice. Selective justice looks around to abuse of power. Abuse of power to retaliation. On to please give me more time to steal. Please give me more time to steal. Be something to the team. He make it. He doesn't. Oh man. The ball count to Monkey Web Baboon draw. Monkey Web Baboon draw doesn't make it. I'm telling you, folks. And I'm told there's a student from China. There's a student from China, a Liberian student in China from Liberia. They want me to recognize him. He's expressing the president haven't done anything for them, and about the school in China. What's his name, Howard? You heard that? Letty, there's a student. They got some students in China who go to school on scholarships, but they say the president has not done anything. They're on their own. And he's on the show tonight. What is his name?
His name is Charles Alfonso Zina.
Charles Alfonso Zina, my brother.
Student in China.
Liberian student in China. Yeah, man. Wow. The man asked to put him to power. He became the president, and he just abandoned people who went to learn abroad, you know. And then in his speech, he making big mouth. So big top, big mouth, like according to Alexander Cumming, big mouth, you know. And you send people, bro. You just abandon them, you know. Well, you were asking for Celia. Celia said she how a Hennessy, but how I share it with Malva Molu and Eden Snow. But then what you expect? That is see why. That's why Malva Molu more running the da. You go get the Hennessy to Malva Molu. He talking everything now. That's why he's telling you the president go abroad, bring money, and keep the money in your house. That's why the president is Malva Molu is telling the president can sleep with women and get a job. Because you get our Hennessy to Malva Molu, then the ball move now he became a loose talker. What do you think, Letty?
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, if you give people free drinks, this is some of the things that happen because talk is cheap and everybody can talk when they got the things that they're not supposed to be having. But I came around the field here. I just want to point out a few of the drinks that we have.
Okay.
A few of the things that I've seen before these people have to go home. Okay. I got Ataki. That's Evelyn Sandy, and she also Hawa said they have some pepper color and ginger beer at gate 1, and we have some cool water at gate 2.
Okay.
That's Mackinville, Makina, Canon Sony has some cool water. And Sister Salimatu Kona is selling vegetables. She says she want to keep up the good diet that Lady Eloise is giving you. Okay.
Okay.
Teresa Nima Williams is selling rice bread at gate 5. And Agba Momolu is selling coconut candy. So anybody interested in some coconut candy, come around here. And Mabel Watson got some tabagi with country rice. Oh my God, at gate 5. That sounds good. Yeah. We have milk candy here too at gate 1. And that's what we have so far. I see Mr. Steve Boley is watching. Give him, I don't know if he's VIP 1 or VIP 2, but he's in one of those categories. And Celia Hennessy, but how I share it to, oh yeah, you said that more about Molu. So this is where we are. And
the
field is looking good.
The people talking about the good diet that Eloise can give me, everything like that, and I go sometimes I can wonder whether I'll host myself or our son. When she ready for me, sometimes it can be easy. Anyway,
but if you don't want vegetable, you must try the kiss me and Guinness at gate 2. That Abby Brianna Binda selling it too.
Okay. Again, just before we go, we want to recognize and be very appreciative to our donors tonight. And as always, Mr. Emmanuel Decula, the way I call it tonight, he was going to get there again and made the cash out shake because he so you call it, he ready made the cash out shake again. Emmanuel Decula, and I also like to recognize Beatrice Wilson. Abby Benda, I want to say a big thank you for your contribution. Kelvin Zeze, we also like to say a big thank you to Koto Balayan. Theo, want to say a big thanks to you as well. We also like to say a big thanks to Miss Pauline Maximo and Sanford Roberts, my boy from California, and our sister who's having out there in the Dura, playing the Dura road tonight. Not only does she contribute, but she's also helping out Lady Brooks Rabbits. And Alberta Double, the Musu, Sarah Way is also on here. I want to say a big thanks to all of you for your hard work. Again, Emmanuel Decula, and something can happen anytime from now. I'm not calling it again. So and we also like to recognize Mr. James Eric Marshall, Darlene Warwood, and Payne, Lammers Shepherd, and Payne again. You know, Lamar Shepherd again there for the second time. Lamar Shepherd again there for the third time. Jerome Jai. Some people when I call the name, you know, because someone in the horseman sedition. Terry Choir, Dr. Mariah Seaton, and Olu Greer, Mr. Alvin Pennon. Mrs. Marty Power Rogers, Beatrice Smith, and we also like to recognize our sister Edna Yates. Edna Yates is also on here. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for taking off time tonight to join us. As always, tomorrow will be the final edition of the program, and please come ready with all your good soup, your issue soup. You cooking dog meat, anything can, any dead water can put a fire. Don't forget to come tomorrow. Habiba, are you back with us?
I'm standing by here.
Okay. Give us your well first. Let's ask Lady Brooks to give us her parting comments, and then we'll come to you. Then we'll come around the room and we'll call it a night. So, Lady.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. I'm so sorry that I'm late tonight. I did tell my boss that I had engagement, you know. So as we go on, we're gonna prepare this schedule here so it can synchronize with the show. Because I don't want y'all to be wondering, but what happened to the woman? She just got the job and she got all over the place. But as you know, we have our busy lives as well. but I am here anytime. I heard you announce, for anyone who is willing to contribute. So I thank you for keeping it down for me while I was gone, and thank you, Habiba, for coming on tonight as I kept it down for you last night.
But listen, this is very interesting. Let's just before you go, Charles Alfonso Zina is saying they stay all night waiting for the president's third annual message. But unfortunately, he did not say anything about the students' well-being in China, especially with the coming in of the coronavirus. And hope you guys take the students of China seriously. Can you believe that? And we all listen to his speech. He never said anything about the epidemic. What do you make of that?
It is disheartening that this president chooses to talk about things that he likes and not the things that matter, especially when he didn't address the issues that I did think about that, because prior to the end, the beginning of this year, we had a lot of kids who people did do take up GoFundMe for. I know Prophet Key helped to raise funds for some people in China, and ongoing, and thus far up to now we still have that issue. So that's a sad thing when he boasts of education, but he's not making that a priority. He even boasts of the violence against women, but what about against children? I think children are more vulnerable. Yes, it's bad for women as well, but you should pass an executive order to stop the abuse of our children and the killing of our young men and women. So, but for China, I advise our children to be careful, because not only are they vulnerable because they're not getting proper diet, they should be careful. There's a virus going out there, the coronavirus. So be careful what you eat and what you eat.
Thank you. Again, we'll see you around, and don't forget to visit the chat room that was established today, that was open today, the British Radio Africa fans chat room. And if you want us to know something, you can put it in the chat room before the show comes on. Again, we're looking for volunteers. If you think that you can come on and do what Ms. Brooks Roberts is doing in terms of reading the comments, hey, give it a shot. And we are going to try to be fair to make it rotational for everyone. And if you think you have the talent and you want to do a show, we have enough time for it, because most of the time in the day, if I'm at work, we play music. And if you're interested and you think you have it, don't worry about having experience. We'll train you, and that's what we're here for. So you want to host a program, whether it's about health, this is about advocacy, it's about food network, because we're going to be introducing something called a bridge kitchen. You can take 1 hour and teach the people how to cook palm butter. Teach the people how to cook a pepper soup. How do you go about cooking cassava lay? Think about it. You want to take 1 hour to learn how. Hey, I give them my secret, and somebody else wants to see the idea again. So, but anyway, So we're not just here to talk about politics. We are schooled in all these kinds of areas, because our responsibility is to pass it down to somebody else. So again, the opportunity is all yours, and we established that chat room for constructive criticism. What you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, how can we improve? And that's what show business is all about, because we learn, we pay attention to other people, and that's what we're in this position today. We want to say the big thanks to you, Lake T. Brooks Roberts. Let us now hear
Mr. Garley, may I say something one more before you let me go?
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
I also want to give credit to Mr. So he also raised funds. I heard him on his show talk about the issue with the students in China. So I want to give him credit as well.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Habiba Clinton, your parting comments.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you very much. Based on your innovation, you're getting your audience each and every day, bigger. And when you started the show, the number that you had increased over the time, because based on your innovation, because journalism is about being innovative. So I'd like to say thank you very much for that, and keep it up. And I also extend my thanks to those who are taking their precious time to listen to the show and also follow up trend events for Liberia. To keep it up. We are here to help you as you help us too. So thank you very much. Have a pleasant good night.
Thank you. And folks, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to be with you tonight. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Until then, please allow me to avoid the wordings of the wise man. Tough times don't last, tough people do. The height of a man is never known until he rises, and there's no second chance to make that first impression. Don't see okra and swallow bone, because you can't hide your nakedness from beef in bucket. Trust no shadow in the dark. When God bless you, don't see that medicine to say. And this has been yours truly. The brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. That's why they call him Ashford the giant. That now you know me, Garley. Have a good night.